It began like any other evening, quiet and ordinary, with no sign that my entire world was about to collapse. My wife, Jessica, and I had been married for 8 years. We shared 2 beautiful children, a home we thought would be our forever, and a life we had worked hard to build. But beneath the surface, small cracks had started to appear. Arguments over insignificant things turned into long stretches of silence, and slowly the distance between us grew. Still, I never imagined how quickly everything would fall apart. That night, when I returned home from work, Jessica was sitting at the kitchen table. Her hands trembled against the wood, her face pale, her eyes brimming with disbelief and anger. Before I could ask what was wrong, she spoke words that shattered me. Asterisk, I saw you with her. You were entering a motel with another woman. Asterisk, my heart pounded in my chest. I froze. Jessica, no, there's no one else. I swear, I wasn't with anyone. I tried to explain, my voice breaking under the weight of her accusations. But she was relentless. She described how she had followed me after noticing what she thought was a suspicious pattern in my behavior. She swore she saw me walking into a motel room with another woman by my side. The pain in her voice was unbearable. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she asked how I could betray her, how I could destroy our family. No matter how much I insisted she was wrong, she refused to believe me. That night, she packed her things, took the children, and left. The silence that followed in the days after was suffocating. Every call I made went unanswered. Every attempt to explain was met with cold rejection. It felt like my entire life had been ripped away based on a lie. But deep down, something felt off. I knew the truth. I had never cheated. So why would she accuse me of something so specific, so detailed? The answer came sooner than I expected. One afternoon, while going through her things, I stumbled upon text messages on her phone. They weren't meant for me. They were messages to another man. The words hit me like a punch in the chest. Intimate exchanges, secret plans to meet, and confessions of feelings she had no right to share with anyone else. The very thing she had accused me of was the very thing she was guilty of. Jessica had been having an affair. When I confronted her, the guilt was written across her face before she even spoke. She broke down sobbing, confessing everything. She admitted she had been meeting him behind my back and claimed it was because she felt neglected, unseen, and unloved. She told me that when she thought she saw me entering the motel, her insecurities consumed her. In her anger and fear of losing me, she went and did the one thing she could never take back. I thought you were cheating, she cried. I was so angry, so hurt. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. But apologies couldn't fix what she had broken. Trust is fragile, and once it shatters, it's nearly impossible to repair. The betrayal cut too deep. No matter how much she begged, no matter how many tears she shed, I couldn't look at her the same way again. I filed for divorce. The legal battle was long and exhausting, especially the fight for custody of our children. She tried to take them from me, but in the end, I was granted full custody, holding my kids in my arms. I knew I had made the right decision. They became my reason to keep going, my source of strength. I vowed to raise them with love, honesty, and stability, the things Jessica had destroyed with her lies. When the divorce was finalized, Jessica came to me one last time. She stood at my doorstep with tears streaming down her face, begging for forgiveness. Please, I made a terrible mistake. I'll do anything to fix this. Please don't leave me, she pleaded. But the pain was too heavy, the damage irreversible. I looked at her and said the words that closed a chapter of our life together. Asterisk, I'm sorry, but it's too late. You made your choice. Now I have to make mine. Asterisk, she left that day, and I knew it was truly over. Years have passed since then. I've rebuilt my life, not perfectly, but in a way that has brought me peace. The scars remain, reminders of betrayal and heartbreak, but they no longer control me. I've learned that forgiveness doesn't always mean taking someone back. Sometimes forgiveness is about letting go, not for them, but for yourself. And in letting go, I found freedom. I found peace. And most importantly, I found the strength to start again.